Excuses are the chains that bind us to mediocrity. Whenever you hold on to an excuse, you give away your power. You hand over control of your life to circumstances, to fear, to the comfort of staying where you are instead of reaching for where you could be. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has goals that light a spark within them. But look around. How many people actually pursue those dreams relentlessly? And how many let excuses stand in their way? I don't have enough time. I'm too tired. I don't know where to start. There are others better than me. These are not reasons. They are stories we tell ourselves. Stories that justify inaction. Stories that keep us stuck. Excuses feel safe. They shield us from the sting of failure and the discomfort of growth. But that comfort is an illusion. Every time you allow an excuse to settle in, you build a wall between where you are and where you want to go. Those walls get higher and harder to break down over time. You need to confront those excuses head-on. Acknowledge them. Understand that they're part of being human, but refuse to be ruled by them. When you feel the urge to say, "I can't," train yourself to ask, "How can I?" When your mind lists all the reasons why it might not work, challenge yourself to seek one reason why it just might. Some of the most successful stories in history didn't start with perfect conditions. Oprah Winfrey faced adversity few can imagine, yet she refused to let excuses define her story. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. The difference wasn't luck, it was a relentless rejection of excuses. They found ways instead of reasons. Accountability is powerful. When you give up your excuses, you take full ownership of your actions, your choices, and your outcomes. You become the author of your story instead of a bystander. It's not always easy. There will be failures, setbacks, and moments when the easiest thing to do is come up with a plausible reason to quit. But remember, every achievement is born from moving forward, even when it would have been easier to step back. Start listening to your excuses. Write them down if you have to. Examine them in the light of day. Most are not rooted in reality, but in fear. Fear of failing, fear of judgment, or fear of change. Once you call out fear for what it is, it loses its grip on your life. Replace excuses with action. If you say you don't have time, audit your day. Find those moments wasted on distractions and redirect them. If you don't know where to start, admit it and then start anyway, with small steps, with curiosity, with the willingness to learn. If you're waiting for motivation, understand that action creates motivation, not the other way around. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you to rise above your own limitations. Distance yourself from the chorus of complainers and excuse makers. Choose the company of doers and encouragers. The biggest breakthroughs in your life happen the moment you stop negotiating with your limitations and start demanding more of yourself. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens the moment you give up your excuses and step into action. It is never too late to change your story. Every day you have a fresh opportunity to put aside the excuses and do the work required to make your dreams real. Some days will be hard. You'll fail, you'll fall short, you'll face criticism. But in those moments, remind yourself, progress is built on persistence, and persistence blooms when you give up your excuses. So, make the choice, today, not tomorrow. Decide that excuses will no longer hold power over your life. Replace them with determination, with effort, with relentless forward motion. Because at the end of the day, the difference between a life of regret and a life of fulfillment often comes down to this. Did you give in to excuses, or did you give all you had to your goals? Break your chains. Give up your excuses. Your future self is waiting, And that version of you is counting on the choices you make right now.